It's The Connector, Idaho Daily News from Boise State Public Radio. I'm Troy Oppie. It is Friday, August 21st. Here are today's headlines. Idaho's Attorney General is appealing a recent court ruling that restored some narrow abortion rights in the state. The first ever presidential endowed chair at the University of Idaho will do research into nematodes. And if your Amazon delivery in the Boise area is under 5 pounds, it might soon arrive via drone. Those stories and more in a moment. First, Micron says it's building a new advanced research facility in Boise and pumping $10 billion into it over the next decade. James Dawson has more.
Micron Research Labs is expected to bring hundreds of new jobs to the Treasure Valley, with researchers advancing memory technology to power AI innovations well into the future. Here's the company's CEO, Sanjay Mehrotra, speaking on CNBC.
Without memory, you cannot make AI smarter. You cannot make AI faster. You cannot scale up AI.
The lab is planning to partner with universities to help with research, including Boise State. Amy Flesher is Boise State's Dean of the College of Engineering. She says faculty, undergrads, and grad students will all benefit from having this cutting-edge technology at their fingertips. Flesher expects the new research facility to boost the city's overall tech economy, too.
Boise is a growing, vibrant economy, and having this as part of it, I think it just adds to the excitement of people wanting to be here.
Micron says it will break ground on the project next year. James Dawson, Boise State Public Radio News.
The University of Idaho announced it has filled its first ever presidential endowed chair. Erica Consoli will be the Saad Hafed Endowed Chair of Nematology, working out of the U of I Extension Office in Parma. Consoli is a rising star in that field, according to a university release announcing her hiring. She'll lead research into nematodes, microscopic worms found across the globe that can have big impacts, both good and bad, on agriculture. A U of I study last year found nematode damage to potato crops could cost nearly $2 million in loss per 100 infested acres. The presidential endowed chair role is backed by $3 million in endowment funding. It's named for Professor Emeritus Saad Hafed, who helped develop U of I into a national leader in nematology and established the school's modern nematode diagnostics program. Amazon is expanding its drone delivery program. Boise is on the list of cities where lightweight Amazon packages will be coming to homes and businesses by air. The Associated Press reports that drones can carry packages up to 5 pounds. Amazon says its plan will grow their drone delivery program sixfold by the end of this year. Boise is on that list for expanded drone deliveries, along with new service planned for Atlanta and Chicago. Idaho's Attorney General is appealing a recent court ruling that narrowly expanded abortion care in the state. Here's Julie Luqueta with the latest.
Dr. Tracy Seib, a physician specializing in complicated pregnancies, sued the state in 2024. He argued Idaho's strict abortion ban prevented him from offering medically necessary care to his patients. Under the state law, doctors can provide abortions under limited circumstances, in case of rape and incest, that is, if a police report is produced, and when the life of the mother is in danger. In his opinion, District Judge B. Lynn Windmill said it was an affront to human dignity to deny life-saving care to a patient on the basis that the threat came from a mental health condition rather than a physical one. On Thursday, Raul Labrador filed an emergency motion to block the ruling from being applied while the appeal works its way through the courts. The motion argues Windmill's ruling is too broad, blocking the law from being enforced against all doctors in Idaho instead of just the plaintiff, Dr. Seib. In an email, Labrador said his office will fight until Idaho's abortion law is restored. Julie Luqueta, Boise State Public Radio News.
No court date for that appeal trial has been set. A Canyon County man is under arrest on a $1 million bond charged with threatening violence at a school. Nampa officials say 26-year-old Michael Krebs of Caldwell, who was working for a local utility company, made specific comments about committing violence as he was working near a Nampa elementary school. The utility company reported those comments to Nampa police. Investigators say Krebs was not actually on school property when he made the verbal threats. He was arraigned and remains in custody on a $1 million bond. In sports, Athletic Club Boise gets the first of 3 straight road matches starting tomorrow in Tennessee at 1 Knox SC. AC Boise currently 5th in the USL League One standings. The top 8 teams will make the playoffs. The top 4 host a playoff game. Boise currently 4 points out of 4th place with 8 games to go. The upcoming road swing takes AC Boise to Knoxville and then Chattanooga and Naples each of the next 3 Saturdays. They'll be back at home again the Friday after Labor Day. Boise State women's soccer extended its unbeaten streak to 17 games. The Broncos got a scoreless draw with Southern Methodist yesterday. Keeper Ava DeLeast had 3 saves. She gets an 8th career shutout. Boise State is 2 wins, no losses, and 1 tie on the young season. The Broncos head to Texas Tech for a match this Sunday evening. The 17-game unbeaten streak is the longest current streak in NCAA women's soccer. To the fire lines now. There is a community meeting for people impacted by the Big Grass Fire this evening at 6:30 p.m. That's at the Jordan Valley Lions Community Center. The meeting will also be live streamed on the Big Grass Fire Updates Facebook page. Fire managers say they're focused on remaining hotspots, which can flare up in windy and dry conditions, potentially lead to flying embers, which can spread the fire beyond containment lines. Yesterday, evacuation zones were lifted for Silver City and Triangle. Earlier this week, the Bureau of Land Management shrank its closure area related to the fire. Fighting the Big Grass Fire has cost about $62 million so far, according to officials. Costs are primarily being driven by the significant need for air support fighting that blaze. The North Hagler fire was estimated at more than 1,800 acres as of yesterday, burning in northeast Cassia County and now into Power County. Most hotspots yesterday were inside the fire perimeter. Forward progress had stopped by the afternoon. Some areas in Cassia County were still under evacuation orders, according to the local sheriff's department. Containment on the North Hagler fire is expected by late Saturday. We don't often talk weather on the Connector, but there are some concerning fire-related weather conditions coming in this weekend and a heat advisory in place for the lower valleys in southwest and south central Idaho today. Boise could see a record high this afternoon. The existing record, 101 degrees in Boise, set in 1897 on this day. That's about where we'll be again this afternoon, according to the National Weather Service, with the low triple digits in the Treasure Valley and in Mountain Home. Upper 90s in Nampa, Caldwell, and Ontario. National Weather Service Boise office meteorologist Les Collins says cooler temps are on the way this weekend, but
we have a better chance of a thunderstorm on Saturday and Sunday, which would help to bring temperatures down, but also create its own problems with wind and possible lightning.
Despite that heat, the Western Idaho Fair kicks off today. You can come say hello to some of our staff this afternoon. Our booth will be right by the main entrance. Fair entry, by the way, is free today, noon until 4, as long as you bring a non-perishable food donation for the Boise State University Food Pantry. And that's your Connector, Friday, August 21st. Our news director is Sasha Woodruff. Our digital strategy manager is Lacey Daly. Our general manager is Tom Michael. I'm Troy Oppie. Have a great weekend. Make it a great weekend. How about that? And we'll catch you again on Monday.